Hello everyone, my name is Chris and welcome back to another game review. Today I'm gonna be reviewing World War Z, and as usual I'm quickly gonna go through the story of this game to tell you in short what this game is all about, even though this game doesn't really have a story, but okay. Anyways, after that I'll share my opinions and thoughts about this game, so in case you didn't play it, one big spoiler alert across the screen. And yeah, just click away from this video and come back after you play a game if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to, it's totally okay. But if you really are interested right now in my opinions and thoughts about this game, then stay with me till the end of this video and let's get started. Alright guys, so World War Z, it's a third-person co-op action shooter that's been released in 2019. This game was based on a World War Z movie back from 2013 with the Brad Pitt, even though there is no Brad Pitt in this game. Well, if you watched the World War Z movie back from 2013 with Brad Pitt, then you obviously know what I'm talking about here. And in case you didn't watch the movie, well, just go and check it out. The movie was amazing to me. I checked it out in cinemas back in 2013 and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, just go ahead and check out a movie. It's a really good movie. Anyways, the game was developed by Saber Interactive, which are the same guys who are responsible for developing Payday games. And this game was also developed in Swarm Engine. And this game doesn't really have a story because, like I said, it's a co-op game, and it does have its own campaign that can be played in co-op up to 4 players, or solo by yourself. In that case, other 3 players are replaced by the AI. And this game has different episodes, and each episode has few chapters. Some have like 3 chapters, some have like 4 chapters. So each episode has its own characters, and you can select between 4 different playable characters in each episode. And once you complete the episode with one of the characters, so you will unlock a little video about them that actually tells you the story of that character, where they came from, what they used to do before the zombie apocalypse, and all that kind of stuff. So there is a little video for every character in this game that you can play with, and altogether the game has 12 different playable characters. So yeah, this is not, like I said, storyline oriented game or whatever. Don't expect this game to have a story. It's a multiplayer based game, it's a co-op game. It's very similar to Payday because it's been developed by the same guys. I'll talk about that later. Yeah, this is a game that's been based on a movie, and that's just simply it. There is no story, it's just a multiplayer experience, and yeah, that's pretty much it about this game's story, even though there is no story. Alright guys, let's move on straight to the main thing about this game, and that is obviously its gameplay. Like I said, this is a third-person action co-op shooter, and it's been developed by the same guys who made Payday games, Payday the Heist and Payday 2. So this is really similar to Payday the Heist and Payday 2. So if you played one of those 2 games, soon you're gonna realize how similar this game is to those 2 games. And everything pretty much works the same way as in Payday games. When you enter the game, you got a menu where you can explore all the guns that are in the game, so you can check out all the weapons, all the equipment. You got your progression skill level, or whatever you want to call it. You level up. As you level up, you obtain skill points that you can invest in your upgrades, and you can upgrade your classes. Different classes are in the game, so you have few different classes in the game. Each class has its own abilities, and they are very useful when you play co-op. So each player with selected class has its own duty, and he can provide support to other 3 players on his own way with his class. So each class has its upsides and downsides, and you can invest these skill points in developing your classes. Like I mentioned, this game has a co-op campaign that is playable up to 4 players. You have many different episodes, and each episode has different chapters. Each episode has its own 4 heroes that you can select and play with. And that's pretty much the entire thing about the co-op campaign. Also, the game has the multiplayer, which actually includes the PvP, but I didn't really stick a lot around that, so I can't really talk much about it. But I know that there is like the capture point mode, where you just go and capture the points. Like in Battlefield, you have point A, B, C, and stuff like that. So you just go and capture these points, collect the points, and I guess whoever captures the points and controls them for a longer time wins the game. You also have a lot of zombies that attack you, and you fight other players. But like I said, I didn't really stick a lot with multiplayer PvP. I played the campaign, and that was probably the most interesting thing to me about this game, and I really enjoyed it. So combat in this game feels very smooth. You can move around really quickly. Usually when you start the mission, you will spawn with your gear. I mean, it depends what class you picked. If you picked medic, for example, you're gonna spawn with a little SMG. Also, weapons can be upgraded in this game. When you finish the mission, or if you played maybe the horde mode, which I'm gonna talk about later, you collect the money and then you can upgrade your weapons. You can unlock the weapon attachments and just level up your weapon. And next time you spawn with your class, you're gonna spawn with that weapon that you upgraded. For example, if you upgrade your mini Uzi SMG, you're gonna spawn with it upgraded when you start the mission. And later, as you progress through these missions, you will find a bunch of different crates and boxes with guns that you can then pick up. And when you pick up the gun, it's gonna be upgraded if you upgraded it. If you didn't upgrade it, of course it's not gonna be upgraded. But every time you start the mission, you're gonna start with your class weapon, depending again by the class you picked. And as you progress through the mission, you loot for these weapons. Actually, you don't really loot, you just run into these boxes where is like ammo. You have ammo boxes also to resupply your ammo all the way through the levels. And you just run into these boxes, you open them, and you can find guns that you can then pick up that are better than the start weapon. And there is many different weapons in this game, so the variety of weapons in this game is just crazy. There is a lot of weapons, from shotguns to assault rifles to pistols to heavy weapons that you can find in the boxes as well. So heavy weapons are like special weapons. When you find them, you can use them, but they cannot be resupplied, so you cannot restock the ammo for them or whatever. So they are usable only as long as you have ammo for them, and then when you run out of ammo, it's over. You can't use that weapon anymore. You have to find another special weapon. And special weapons are good when there are, for example, swarms of zombies coming at you. It's easy to eliminate them with these special weapons. They are very strong and very effective against swarms or the special infected zombies. There is multiple special infected zombies in this game. Like in Payday, maybe if you play Payday, you got these guys with the shields, the police with the shields, and you got the tasers that zap you, and then other player has to come and kill that taser that zapped you, otherwise you go down and have to be revived. And it's the exact same way with this game. So every special infected, almost every special infected can grab you and just keep punching you or whatever, and it has to be eliminated by other players or the AI. Otherwise you're gonna fall down on the ground, and you will need to be revived to move around and play with your friends again. So you have, for example, these balls. They are heavy, large zombies in a police suit that just charge at you and run, but they have the weakness. For example, when you go behind their back, they have a huge opening and at their back, and if you shoot them in the back, they die very easily. Then again, for example, you have infectors. They're pretty dangerous. They can spit some sort of infective acid or whatever on you, and when they hit you with that, you have to disinfect yourself. You have to wipe that shit off your face, otherwise you die instantly and turn into a zombie, and then you have to wait some time again until you respawn, so you cannot be revived or whatever. Then from the other side again, we have bombers. They are also one sort of special infectors. They are basically suicide bombers with the bombs rigged around them. Once you hit those bombs, they explode. Also, they will run towards you and activate the bombs and explode. They can deal a lot of damage. But if you shoot them carefully in the legs and kill them with a leg shot, they will drop the special weapon that you can use later, so you don't have to go and loot the crates and search for the special weapons. You can, for example, kill the bomber with precise leg shots and then just grab the special weapon from them. Then again, we have gas bags. They are another special infected kind of zombie. Once you kill them, they release this toxic gas, and when they hit you, they also leave this like toxic fluid on you that slowly kills you. So it's better to stay away from them, for example. So each and one of these special infected has their weaknesses and strengths. So I like the variety of different special infecteds that are in this game. It's really the same thing as the enemies in Payday 2, and that's what I really love about this game. They know how to get creative in the combat, so these special infected will just pop up randomly between all the normal zombies. They just pop up randomly. There is no rule when they pop up here or there. You can also select the difficulty of the mission you want to play, so you can put it on easier difficulty, harder difficulty. When you put it on harder difficulty, of course it's harder to play. There is more zombies, they can spot you easier, they deal more damage, there is more of those special infected zombies. It's harder, there is much more zombies, and it's just more challenging. There is also stealth in this game. Just like in Payday 2, you can choose the stealth way to rob a bank. It's the same thing with World War Z. You can choose the stealth way to finish the mission, even though it's not really completely stealthy, because at each mission there is this point where a swarm of zombies comes and you have to defend the point, or there is some objectives that you have to complete, and some parts of the mission cannot be played stealthily. But for the most of the part, the mission can be played stealthily, but it requires either to use your melee attacks on the zombies or suppressed weapons. So as long as you're using suppressed weapons, not a lot of zombies is going to attack you. Zombies are attracted by the noise, so if you're not using suppressed weapons, there is going to be more zombies running at you and attacking you. But if you use suppressed weapons, you can take them out stealthily, and you can go through the mission more peacefully. So that's pretty cool in my opinion. Also, each mission has those preparing defenses part before the swarm of zombies come, and before you have to defend your position. You go around, you have a timer before the swarm comes, and you go around quickly, again collect the special items from these yellow boxes. Sometimes you're gonna get the turret from the box, sometimes you're gonna get barbed wire, so it's pretty random the item you obtain from this yellow box. but every time you open the yellow box, it's gonna give you some item that you can place somewhere around the area that you need to defend, and then it's gonna be easier for you to eliminate the swarm and defend it, especially if you're playing on some higher difficulty. So yeah, the game knows how to be very creative. The level designs are so well made, and the weapon sounds and the sounds in general in this game are so realistic, so amazing. I loved the animation in this game. I love the reload animations, and you can see how realistically the casing drops out of the guns and all that kind of stuff. So I really loved the gameplay of this game. It has its reward system, and even if you fail the mission, you're still gonna get rewarded with some money, so you never really lose a lot in this game, because this is one of those games that you can just play and play and play and play and upgrade and upgrade and upgrade, and there is always something to do in this game. Another fun thing about this game is, like I said, is that it's multiplayer, and the content for this game will keep arriving to the game. Game will be constantly updated by the devs, and there's constantly going to be new and exciting features and content coming to the game. They also recently updated some new co-op campaign missions, so there is even possibility that there is going to be some more episodes and missions and story to play, and that's pretty interesting, and I think that's how you actually keep your game alive and your player base alive. So this game really does know how to do that. Alright, let me talk a little bit about Horde mode that's been recently added to the game. Basically what Horde mode is, just wave survival. Each wave of zombies you survive brings you more points that you can invest in upgrading your defenses, buying ammo crates, ammo boxes, medical supplies, and just strengthening your defenses against waves of zombies. And each wave, of course, is harder to survive. So I think this was a pretty cool addition to the game, and something that will keep the player base active in this game. So I think the Horde mode was the right step. Plus, it was something that community really requested. So it's really good the way this game is moving. Because the developers are actually listening to their community, which is something that is pretty rare today. This game honestly deserves to be more popular, even though it's about a year old now. I think it's great. This game has everything I expected from this type of a game. When I first saw this game on E3, I fell immediately in love with it. So I thought of this game a little bit. I was like, hey, I didn't try that game out, I didn't play it, so I was like, yeah, I'll buy it, I'll check it out, and I checked it out, and it's pretty cool. I enjoyed it for what it was. I mean, it's a great game. I love pretty much everything about it. When I think actually more about it, there is barely anything I dislike about this game. This game has everything I expected from a game like this. Like I said, there is a lot of violence. I love the details. When you shoot the zombies, you can see their body parts flying around, blood splashing all around. There are like bullet holes in their bodies when you hit them. There is a lot of gore and blood, especially when you throw C4 in a huge horde, or those swarms or grenades or whatever. It's really gory, and that's exactly how this type of a game should be, and it's just amazing. I love it. Also, the AI is pretty smart in this game, so once you get down, or one of them gets down, the other AI will leave everything and just run towards the person that needs to be revived, or the AI that needs to be revived, and you'll do anything just to revive and save that person, because if all of you die, the mission ends. So I love the way AI works. It's pretty smart. The AI is very useful. It's not one of those games where AI is just uselessly running around, not doing anything. no, they are very helpful. They will kill zombies, they will mark the zombies for you, they will talk to each other. So I love the automatic communication between the characters and the voice acting. So when they spot the special infected, they're gonna scream like bull over there, or gas bag incoming, or infector incoming. So they're gonna name the special infected, and that way you can know that special infected is getting closer to you or one of them. So AI is very well done in my opinion, and it's pretty smart. Also, this game doesn't have an automatic healing system. You have to heal yourself. So medkits are very important in this game. You can also heal yourself and other players or AI, which is also really important. And that's where it comes to sharing the medkits between each other and resources. For example, if you play the medic class, then you can revive your teammates or AI faster. You can heal them faster, heal yourself faster. So it's pretty interesting the way the game works. It really does feel like a team game, and in critical situations, players really have to work and organize between each other. Otherwise, the mission's gonna fail, and that's just it. This is a really good co-op game that really does require a teamwork to play it and to finish the mission and to do the things you need to do. And if you love co-op games, if you are a fan of World War Z movie back from 2013 with Brad Pitt, and if you are a fan of in general zombie games and action shooters games, and if you're looking for a very good co-op third-person shooter game with zombies, I totally recommend you to check out this game. I even think that this might be even the best third-person action co-op shooter that I've seen in a while. Actually, it's very enjoyable and very quality game. I've really enjoyed it. I got nothing to say that like something is bad about this game, because almost everything about this game is good. I can't even think of anything that is like bad or whatever. Sometimes I guess some glitches or bugs could be fixed when Zeds kind of push you into a wall and you glitch out and die. That used to happen to me sometimes. What kind of annoys me as well is the friendly fire that is enabled. That's a downside, because when there is huge swarm of zombies and hordes of zombies running around you and kicking you and all that kind of stuff, it's nearly impossible to hit the zombies, and you obviously are going to shoot your teammate accidentally, and there is a lot of running around and stuff like that. So I think they should disable the friendly fire. It's kind of senseless in this type of a game, and it just annoys me a lot. So that's maybe some of the downsides this game had, but everything else is really good, and there is like no pay to win items in the game. Everything can be unlocked through the progression in the game, which is a very good thing to hear, because most of the co-op games, multiplayer games today have microtransaction systems that are really cancerous and toxic, and that's why gaming community is dying in my opinion. But this game decided not to do that, and actually that's a one big plus for developers, and I think they are taking this game in the right direction. Alright guys, as usual for the end I always leave graphical design of this game, visual presentation and optimization and stuff like that. So I gotta say that World War Z is one very beautiful game. This what you're seeing right now are all ultra settings on my PC. My PC specs are next. I got AMD RX 560 4GB DDR5 graphics card. I got AMD FX 8320 3.50 gigahertz octa-core Black Edition processor, and I got Kingston Fury 16 gigabytes DDR4, also Black Edition, RAM memory, and yeah, those are some of my gaming specs, and this game does run absolutely smooth. I got like clean 60 FPS on all ultra settings, like non-stop. Even though I didn't run this game on 1080p, I ran it on 1680 by 1050 resolution because that's my monitor resolution, and this game ran without any frame drops or stutterings or anything. Even though there are some tiny glitches, zombies can, like I said, push you through the walls and then you kind of glitch out and die, and some unexplained bugs may happen here and there. A mission doesn't want to pop the objectives, and then you have to restart the mission and stuff like that. It used to happen here and there, and some textures glitch sometimes here and there, but it's not really that often. Altogether, the game is very well optimized, runs very smoothly. Its visual presentation is very good. I like the physics in this game, so when you kill the zombies and when you blow them up, the ragdoll is very realistic and everything. It really feels and looks nice. The only thing I would add to this game is more of an apocalyptical look to its linear world. The world doesn't really look like it's been a zombie apocalypse that infected like entire world. The world looks pretty normal, even though there is a bunch of dead bodies, corpses, blood and stuff like that. When swarms happen, yeah, the game does look very apocalyptical, but you don't really get to think about that, since there is a lot of stuff to think about and do in that moment. So I would work maybe more on design of the buildings, interiors and stuff like that. I would maybe put, for example, vines and you know, cracked walls and stuff like that. It doesn't really look like it's been apocalypse. I would put more like of destroyed vehicles around, even though there are, depending by the episode you're playing, there are a lot of destroyed vehicles. But you know what I'm trying to say, it doesn't really look apocalyptical. I mean, streets are empty and there is no humans on them almost, besides of some AI that you meet on the missions, but usually those are some soldiers and scientists that are your objective to protect or lead to one point. But you know, I miss more of apocalyptical look in this game, but besides that, everything else is just really amazing and nice looking. It's one very nice looking game. Alright guys, I think I said pretty much everything I wanted about this game, so if you want to add something, just type it down below in the comments. I would like to read it or hear your own opinions and thoughts about this game. So yeah guys, one big thank you for watching this video. You're awesome. I'll definitely see you in the next videos. Also, you can join my Chris Facebook group, link is down below in the description. I post all kind of stuff over there, and then also you can leave any questions if you have any questions on my as.fm. Link is also down below in the description guys. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. You're amazing. I love you. Thank you for all of your support. I enjoy doing this as my hobby and just talking about games, movies, and a whole bunch of stuff. It really does relaxes me. And yeah guys, I'll definitely see you in the next videos, and Chris out.